Hey guys, just sitting down to do a little editing for today's videos, and man, we had kind of a crazy day today. We did a lot of different things, and I thought it would be better if I just kind of explained exactly what went on step by step, and that would make the most sense. Like I say, I'm still trying to figure out the storytelling part on YouTube. And you know, something I should mention, I do want to make sure that the videos that I'm making are well done and provide value of some kind to you as a viewer. And so you'll have to help me and give me some tips and pointers in the comments. But in any case, we had a really interesting day today that started out with us moving our adolescent chickens that we raised this year. We got them in about the middle of March, about March 15th, and raised them. And now that it's the middle, well, towards the end of July, it's time for them to be migrated into the big chicken coop with the big hens. And that is never a fun process. If anybody's got chickens, you know what I'm talking about. So these chickens were a little apprehensive, but we caught a little bit of that on video. All right, we just moved the little baby chickens from their home. We got them in March, middle of March, and we've really kind of been avoiding putting them off with the big chickens just because it's such a traumatic experience for everybody, especially the little chickens. And but it was time, definitely time. They should be laying sometime within the next, probably the next 6 weeks or so. They'll probably start laying. They have been in this little thing we built that's just kind of been there. They've been protected in that, but now they're in the bigger coop with the bigger chickens. So if any of you have had chickens, you know how crazy the next little bit's gonna be while they're kind of commingling. They've been commingling outside, just in the dirt together, but they haven't been in a confined space yet. So we've been trying to get them to know each other a little bit, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So anyways, I'll give you an update when something happens here, but at this point, they seem to be okay. I don't know, we'll keep an eye on them. The next thing we did today, we're in Utah, and in Utah, July 24th is our state holiday that we became the state. I'm actually not sure. Does every state do that? I don't even know, honestly. In any case, Utah does a state celebration. For us, it's celebrating the pioneers coming across the plains, and it's called Pioneer Day. It's kind of like the 4th of July, fireworks, barbecues, that kind of thing. This year, the little town that we're right next to, we don't actually live in the town, but the little town we live that are right next to, they have the cutest little parade. I'm not a big parade guy, but this little hometown parade's a lot of fun. They asked our family to put together a float, and so fortunately my brother took that task, and they put together the float with his kids, and then my kids joined in, and we caught a little bit of that action.
Picture, one more picture. Woohoo! Love it. All right. Guess what? My mom and dad want to watch. I know. Actually, you know what? I really don't need this. What do they want to watch?
Look, today, Mom and I talked about like we want to find a way like.
Heather, do you want a tube? Want to wear a tube?
If it were to get past the state,
they're so excited. They're so cute. Hold on.
Should we turn on the music later? Yeah, no, I can turn it on later. There we go.
Hold on. They're ready. Bye. Have fun. Have fun.
You gotta do the typical parade thing.
Yeah.
after the parade, we gathered at my parents' house for a barbecue. And while I was there, I thought I would show you my fall project. Picked up a little international cub lowboy, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It hasn't been started for a couple years, but I think with a little bit of carburetor work, it's going to be cool. And I'm going to make probably a series of videos of us fixing that up. My dad and I fixing those cub lowboys. We actually picked up 2 of them exactly the same, and so it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be really helpful around the farm, pushing snow in the winter. It's got a really good mower on it, so we can keep the field mowed down. I'm excited about it. I hope it works. Like I say, it's going to be my fall project. Though it's a little windy in this clip, and so you might not be able to hear the audio very good. But take a look at it. There's also kind of a bonus treat, taking a look at some of my parents' miniature horses that they have been doing miniature horses for, gosh, probably 30 years, and they've got some great looking ones in this clip. Wanted to show you our next project as well. Wanted to show it to you. There's a couple of the miniature horses, but these little international lowboys we're going to start working on. We actually have 2 of them. My dad's going to take one, and I'm going to take one, and they're going to help us push around some snow. Anyways, that's the project for the fall, to get these guys going. Hopefully they'll get going. It'll be a good asset. After the barbecue, Alicia and I went home and noticed our little hawk friend. That's a little baby hawk. Well, it's an adolescent hawk, a fledgling hawk that's been scooted out of the nest, and it's been on the ground for about a week, kind of hopping around trying to learn to fly. We've been keeping an eye on it. We called the animal rescue people. They said just leave it alone. So we've just kind of been keeping an eye on it. I think it's doing pretty well. Anyways, we got a little bit of video of that hawk. It's kind of a cool thing and a neat thing that we have had experience with a couple of times this last couple of years that we've lived here. We're going to check out a baby hawk that has been hanging around here for how long?
At least a week.
A week.
Fell out of the nest.
Fell out of the nest or was pushed out of the nest, one of the 2. We'll just hope that Mama Hawk doesn't come down.
We've left him alone because we've read and heard that you don't touch him. You leave him alone, and that the mother will continue to take care of them. So it's pretty interesting.
And that was a while ago, and he's done okay.
Hey, buddy. Man, his feathers are really coming in.
Yeah. We called the wildlife rescue people, and they pretty much told us to
just leave him be.
Leave him be.
So we have.
So he's doing actually okay, I think.
Yeah, he's coming along.
For the most part.
Yep.
We've had at least 2 other birds over the years. And the first one, when we first moved in,
there's another baby hawk that I think it was trying to learn to fly.
Yeah, I think it was a little older than this one.
Mm-hmm. He was
and then
bigger.
the other one was, what was that?
It was some other kind of hawk.
Some other kind of a smaller hawk. And the people did come and get that one. But this little guy, apparently, he's doing okay though. His feathers are growing.
Yep.
So we'll leave him be. The last clip is us just kind of checking in on those little chicks, see how they're doing, see if they've made the transition very well, see if they're getting too picked on. Also spend a little time with our goats and the horses and the rabbit and a few of the other things, just kind of doing our nightly routine with the animals.
Do you want to go back in? You want to go in?
What's up there, Pinto Bean?
What's the matter? Huh?
She's kind of mad. Alright. So we're checking on the chickens. It's now been, it was this morning.
Hours?
How many?
Probably 10 hours.
10 hours since we put the baby chickens, well, they're not really babies, put the younger chickens in with the bigger chickens. I'm now not seeing any
Oh boy.
any of the younger ones, and all the big ones are out
They're all huddled
down
in the
here,
door.
and so they're all, let's go
So,
take a little peek in the door of the coop and see what the status is of our little friends. Oh, there's one up on the bar. That's good. There's another one up on the bar.
Oh, good.
What's up there? What's that one's name?
Ladies. I don't
Pluck
remember.
Norris?
Maybe. Or Griffin.
Griffin.
I can't remember which is which anymore.
Well, that's good. That's good,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I mean,
know how to get
it'd
out
be
of
nice
it.
to see them together, but
They will.
I'd say that's a
They don't have much of a choice.
That's
but to
a
learn to
good-
get along.
good thing. How about some eggs? I'll try to see if we have any eggs. There's a couple eggs over here.
There's 3 over here.
Alright.
Oh, these are beautiful eggs. Oh,
Oh, that one's got a little crack in it.
yeah, it does.
Well, good. I would say that's a successful transition. We'll keep them in here for a while before we let them out to make sure that they know that this is home. But I don't see any of these bigger ones with feathers in their mouths or anything like that, so.
Sorry, ladies, you're stuck for a few days. You can do it.
Not too happy about being cooped up, that's for sure. Seriously. What are you being so noisy about? Come here. What's up there, little pinto bean? Bite my finger, huh? You want a treat? Huh? Ow! You want something to eat? You taste that bratwurst that I ate for dinner on my fingers, probably. What's up with you, LD? Smelly as ever. What's up, Villa? Huh? You stink. Hey, you stink. I know. And there's little Pudge. Pudge, what's up? Pudge is the final holdover from when we used to raise meat rabbits. And we just kind of fell in love with Pudge, so he just kind of became a pet. So, anyways. Huh. Huh. All right. Well, it is a bit of a stormy day, which we love because it has been a dry, dry summer. Huh. Well, that about wraps up the day. It was kind of a crazy day, and that's just how it goes. There are a lot of routine things that we do, but a lot of fun, different things we do as well. Looking forward to working on the garden. We're trying to get the garden completely built with fencing and watering and everything and ready for the spring next year. And so I'll probably in the next couple of days kind of bring you along. I'd love to get your ideas on the garden design. I'm a newbie when it comes to that. We've, of course, always grew up with a garden, but I've never built one myself. And so I'm trying to do a lot of research We do have deer, and so that's priority number one, is getting that fence built. Anyways, we'll kind of cover that in the next couple days, probably in the videos. Until then, we'll see you on the next video.